You want to review a student's academic records. Oftentimes as educators, we have need of reviewing students' records like attendance, discipline, and grade history, and EduClimber makes that very easy with a function called Smart Forms. Clicking the Smart Form button, we'll be brought to the Forms landing page where we can see all of the forms that we've created. I'm going to create a new form, and I will do it with the Record Review form. From here, I can select a student. In this case, since I'm in top secret mode, I'll look up a random number. You would put in a student's name here. And then for the form name, you can simply name it RR. EduClimber will automatically pull the student's name in for you, saving it as RR-student name. But since I don't want to share any student data in this video, I'm just going to give it a long fake name to protect any sensitive data. Hitting save, I will now see this form here already created. And upon opening it, I'll have access to a bunch of student academic history. I can see any ELL status, social service, MTSS, or ESE status that a student might have. I can see their attendance for the past few years. I can see any major or minor incidents, academic grades for all subjects, and test scores. Let's try polling another student who might have more data. Some new records reviews have been created in a matter of seconds. Looking at these, we can see that they have different data because it's based on the individual student. For example, this kindergarten student has had 2 tardies so far this year. Here we can see their STAR early literacy data came in, with the student scoring below the national 25th percentile, below the Osceola grade average, and below the national 50th percentile. We also have their Lexile measure out of STAR early literacy here, as well as their percentile rank. Let's look at a student who has a fair amount of data. We can see that the student has great attendance for the year and no incidents to speak of. And here's the last 2 years of their ELA grades in the gradebook, as well as their performance on the BEST assessment, and their lineage of NSGRA assessments for the past 3 years. We can see how they were performing in comparison to the grade level average for students across the county. And clicking this print button in the top right will open a PDF on the next tab with all of this information in an easily printable format for sharing with parents and families. Here we can see that same NSGRA graph, as well as how the student scored in the red, yellow, or green range over time. If the student has taken the Access WIDA assessment, all of that information will show up as well. One last thing to note, if you create this records review and you'd like to share it with someone else, clicking this button right here allows you to share this form with any other person on your campus. Simply search their name and then click the Add button, and they'll have access to the form that you created. So that is how you can easily create a records review for any student that you have access to the data for.